Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, coming to you live right here in sunny South Florida. You know, no matter where I go, town to town, city to city, county to county, state to state, always something going on. And you know what? When you're running around 300, 400, 500 miles a day, something is bound to go wrong. And you know, there's two people I keep close to me. One is my personal chef, and two is my mechanic right here, Ron Fox Causey. You know, Ron, let me tell you something, Daddy. I keep my chef in one arm, and I keep you in my other arm, because you know what? Day or night, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, big Ron Fox Causey is able to take care of Mr. Sunshine. And you know, when you get this service of that, and you know, we're down here right now at where he operates at Midas. That's right, we're down here at Midas, the Total Car Care, down here at 3855 South Military Trail in Lake Ward, Florida. And I'm going to tell you what, Ron Fox Causey's the man. Maria, Trent. You know, Trent, Mr. Sunshine running down the road. Now, you know, Trent, I'm a hot man, okay? There's no question about it. I'm a hot man, and today I'm especially hot because my AC stopped working, okay? And let me tell you something, Daddy. Don't think for a second that I don't know how to put a connector in there and charge it up. Well, let me tell you, so when you come down here to Midas, things are going to be taking place. That's all you. There you go, honey. There we go. A hot man like me has got to keep cool. And let me tell you, what we had here. Now, I have the hose. I know where to, as a matter of fact, when you work on a Ford Transit, the Ford Transit right up in here, okay, take that screw out, hook this up, and the low pressure's there. Why Ford put the high pressure up here and have to make you dig for the low pressures beyond me? We'd have to call Henry Ford about that. Well, let me tell you something, Daddy. I went ahead and put it in, and then I heard a lot of noise coming out. Well, here we got a defective Schrader valve. That's right. Just like Scott Schrader, I got a Schrader valve down there, and it was a little loose, and I didn't have the a tire tool to tighten it back up. So I said, you know what, let's give Ron Fox Causey a call. And sure enough, he said, Sunshine, bring it on down. We can't let you get overheated. You're running to Miami, you're running to South Beach, you're running out to West and Coral Gables. Well, let me tell you something, Daddy. When Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, knows the game better than anybody, this is how we go. Right here, as a matter of fact, that one's going down, and it's taking the camera down with it. The Schrader valve inside, that's what's on top. You have a high valve, here, as a matter of fact, here, at class 101 in session. This is your high side of your air conditioning. Down below is the low side. On top, they call that a Schrader valve. The Schrader valve, they're thinking Scott Schrader. You know Scott Schrader with the Lamborghini Countach? Well, let me tell you something, Daddy. If that Lamborghini Countach has air conditioning, well, it's going to have a high side and a low side, all right? And let me tell you something, Daddy. Working on that Lamborghini, if it's got an AC unit on there, well, you're going to have some problems there. I can tell you that. So what we're doing right now, the man, the myth, the legend, the master mechanic, Ron Causey, who knows this van. You know this van better than anybody. You know this van inside out. If it was a woman, his wife would be suing him for divorce because he's intimate with this van. He knows it inside out. And what we're doing right now, we're charging, and we're sucking out so we can fix the Schrader valve. All right, it's more than I can handle. Number one, I don't have a lift as of yet. All right, and when I say a lift as of yet, that's exactly what I'm saying, literally and figuratively, because Mr. Sunshine, you may see one set up down there at Mr. Sunshine's store with one of these. So this is what we got going on right now. So what we're doing, we have the low side in there, getting it's connected. We're going to tighten up that valve in there, replace the inner piece, and then we already have this out. Look at this, draining the oil. This machine drains everything out of the system. You see this? It's right down to zero. So now, there it is, refrigerant complete. We only had 0.5 of a bottle, and we had no oil in there. So guess what? This is where the man, the myth, the legend, this is where Dr. Causey makes his entrance. This is where he sits here and decides what needs to be administered to the patient. Right? Isn't that right, Doc? You're going to administer what is necessary, just like a doctor, just like a surgeon working on a patient at JFK Hospital. Well, we're right here at Midas, the Total Care store, whereas the Total Car Care, right there it is. Ron Fox Causey, 3855 South Military Trail in Lake Ward, Florida. And you know what? We can sit there. Hey, Christine. You know, Christine, you know the game. You came down and met me, Big Ron. And you know what? You're going to have him on speed dial, too. That's right. You're going to keep him on speed dial because you never know when you're going to need him, okay? You may have needs throughout the day, right? And that if a woman has needs throughout the day with a problem, they're going to call you, okay? They're going to call Ron Fox Causey. Going to take care of all your wants, wishes, dreams, and desires. Whether we're talking about Ford Transits, whether we're talking about Mercedes-Benz, whether we're talking about Dodge Daytona, whatever it may be, Ron Fox Causey knows the game better than anybody. So we're going to be here getting it taken care of. He's got this special tool. He's going to jam his tool into that hole. You putting your tool into that hole?
Right in the
You're
hole.
jamming it right into that hole. Okay, there we go. We're having car sex here with the Ford Transit. As Ron Fox Causey administering it, all right, as only Big Ron can. So there you have it. We're taking a look. Everything else is good. We got all of the inside good. We have the cooling system is good. Electrical system's good. We're just a little low. David Hutchins. You know, David, let me tell you something, Daddy. Mr. Sunshine Locksmith Daddy. As I stated earlier in the video, if you review the film footage, I keep my chef in one arm and my number one mechanic in the other. Because you know what? Late night, he's like a mechanic prostitute. You can call him at any time. There's my mechanic prostitute right here. And you need him, you pick up the phone, and boom, he can diagnose the issue, bring it on down here to Midas Total Car Care. He can make sure you know the game. He knows this van intimately, inside and out. I work on Rolls Royce. He works on Ford Transits. And that's what Breon. Oh, Breon Thorman. Let me tell you something, Breon. We're sitting here pumping it down right now. We're pumping down the AC. Mr. Sunshine is running a little bit hot today. Running to Miami, running to South Beach. Well, let me tell you something. The man, the myth, the legend, Ron Fox. I've known him for many, many years. He's my go-to guy when I'm in stock. And you know, Breon, you and I both know, Breon, you and I both know we're hot men, okay? We're hot. Down here it's 105 today, running to Miami, about 120 heat index. And you know, hot men like us, we can't stay hot for long, okay? We need some air conditioning going on in there, okay? We need to keep cool, all right? And keep cool is what Ron Fox Causey's doing right now, all right? Now, we've got the machine hooked up here. This is the evacuation system here. This is, look at that. It says it's complete. They drained it. Oh, there was no oil in that AC unit, which he's going to take care of. Midas, and you're the manager, right? You're the head guy. You're the man that makes things go round and round here. Well, let me tell you something. You don't mind coming on here real quick. When we're at Midas, you're going to see Ron, and you're going to see the big man himself right here. Right, you take care of that.
Hopefully it won't catch on fire.
Total Car Care, that's right. Total Car Care right here on Military Trail in Lake Ward, Florida. Well, let me tell you, we're going to get back here. We're going to see Big Ron taking care of business. We're going to replace the Schrader valve. And we're not talking Scott Schrader. We're talking about Schrader valves on air conditioning units. There's a high side and there's a low side. But before you even think about going into the high side, you gotta drain the system. And draining the system right here is what this is. This is a Robin Air AC charger and drainer. It drains the Freon, it drains the oil so that you can prepare to repair it, replace what is necessary, and then recharge it. So that's what you got going on here. Look at, what do we got going back here? While it's up on the lift, as a matter of fact, Mr. Sunshine, I kind of like this lift. You know, I kind of like this lift. And I'm thinking that perhaps, look at this, we gotta get that back in there. Whoa, boy, that ain't good. We got a spare tire running a little bit low here. So we're gonna get that fixed up here. I'm gonna have Big Ron plug that back in and tighten it up right here. So there you have it, Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, coming to you live right here at Midas. Midas Total Car Care, located right here on Military Trail, Lake Worth, Florida, with Big Ron Fox-Causey taking care of business to keep Mr. Sunshine cool throughout the day, town to town, city to city, county to county, all the way from Melbourne to Miami. This is how we do things here in sunny South Florida. Stephen Malaric. Hey, Stephen. You know, Stephen, we're down here live at Midas. We're here at Midas. If you have an issue with your car, Stephen, you and Manny don't want to be broke down. You don't want to be stuck. You want to come down here to Midas. We've got Ron Fox-Causey. We got the big GM manager over there. He's styling and profiling, looking as only he can look. Ron's got the HC unit out here. He's taking care of business. And Mr. Sunshine going to be nice and cool in there. Okay? Tony Malia. Tony Malia. You know, Tony, you and I, pal, we're going to have a little rendezvous real soon. You're coming down here to South Florida. Well, let me tell you something, my friend. I got Ron Causey here, my personal mechanic. You know, Tony, you and I have been known each other for 58 years. Sterling Heights, Michigan, town to town. And we keep our chefs in one arm, and we got to keep a mechanic in the other arm, okay? You understand? Well, let me tell you something, Daddy. Big Ron here, he knows this van better than anybody. And by sitting here draining it out, we're fixing the Schrader valve, things are taking place. So I hope you're all going to have a great day. I'm surprised they haven't kicked me out of here yet for talking too much. But if you're looking for car care, you need a good mechanic, you need a job done, you come on down here to Midas. Military Trail, Lake Worth, Florida. You got a great staff here. You got great equipment, the best of everything. Life is good. Good life is better. And it's better to have a running car than one broke down on the side of the road. So give them a call. Call them today. Woo!